Hey everybody, welcome back to the brand new video. Today we have a flea market video for you. This morning my wife and son went out to Ladies Flea Market or Ladies Flea Market. I've heard it pronounced both ways, and I went looking for baseball cards and found some. There was probably about 4 different sellers that had cards, and we're going to show you some of the stuff that they had at the flea market, and then also show you what I picked up at the end of the video. So here there's some nice vintage cards here. Not a big fan though of the setup in the blistering sun. I feel like all the cards have probably been out since at least like 7 or 8 a.m. Probably have a little bit of fade on them, so that made me kind of pass on this one. There was also some prices here that were just a little bit higher than I would have liked to have paid, but still a really nice setup for a flea market. And then I happened across another seller who had a 10-cent box along with just a assorted priced box and a 50-cent box. And I asked how much for the entire 10-cent box. He said $250. There's a guy picking out Jim Bibbies and Bob Walks. Thought that was pretty interesting. You can make some money on some 10-cent box if people are going to pick out commons like that. Next seller that we saw had some junk wax boxes there. 87 tops and 88 tops. However, you can see all the cards inside were already opened up. And I went through the 87 tops a little bit, and there was not a single Hall of Famer in there. Next stop up, I saw this box of 1983 stickers, and that caught my eye. I had to look up how much that was. And then here's just a quick little look around and give you the ambiance of the place and show you the setup. Lots of different sellers selling all types of different things. All in all, I probably spent like $60 there or so. And then we headed down the road to the next stop, which was this antique mall. This is in Duncansville, Pennsylvania, and the flea market is about 5 minutes away. So this is right on the way back. We'll show you some of the cards that are here at this Duncansville antique mall. You can see some nice stuff. There's a starting lineup card, Ken Griffey Jr. I feel like I may have had that as a kid. Only $4. Probably should have bought that one. We're going to give you the entire wraparound here. Now this seller, this is booth 2 at the Duncansville antique mall. This seller used to be in the old Honey Hole. We used to do flea market videos back in like 2017, 2018, 2019 in a different location. And this seller had so many good things, like Willie Mays rookie cards for like $800 that were in great shape and everything. There you see a Wade Boggs rookie card. There's another rookie that's pretty nice, Ryan Sandberg, $15. I saw those Sandberg rookies at the Pittsburgh 600 card show. They wanted like $50 for those things right now. There's a George Brett cloth, 1977. That would be what, about a third year George Brett. And then love the old cork boards. This reminds me of the old style card shops from the 80s where you used to pin up cards in soft sleeves on the board for, 25 cents, 50 cents, whatever. So showing you some of the selection there. I did take down a few of these and pick some of them up. I mean, look, there's a Reggie Jackson 1972 tops for a couple bucks. We'll go ahead and take you down here and show you what's in this showcase. If you want anything from the showcase, by the way, you got to go up to the front and tell them, and then they send somebody over to open up these cases. So that's how it works. If you're there, don't try to open these up yourself. Go get some help. There's the George Brett rookie card. Not too bad shape. They want $50 for that. The Ozzie Smith, $50 as well. Now, Smith seems a little bit high to me, but it is centered pretty well, so that makes a difference. Some nice cards in there, including the 85 tops Mark McGwire. A little bit down the same row, there's this place called Larry's Legends. It's another booth with a whole bunch of baseball cards. A lot of stuff from the 80s and 90s at this booth. You see that nice 85 Fleer Ryan Sandberg. I'm actually mad at myself. I was going to buy that card. That's why I zoomed in on it. That's like it's like a third year Ryan Sandberg in really great shape, and I forgot about it until right now. So it's still there. You might want to go grab that one for just $2. This place is like a little over an hour away from me, so it's not worth the drive for me to go back and grab it just in gas. But they've got football cards here. They've got some baseball cards at the top. And coming over here, we've got some grab bags for $3 a piece. I'm a little spoiler alert. I'm going to grab one of those and see what's inside. And then they've got some sets here from the 80s and 90s, some of those old Kmart sets and stuff like that. So I picked up a few items at this booth. I'll show you everything that I bought at the end of the video. And then we've got the old 1990 Donruss sighting. It's a cello box, and then look at this crap. It's all freaking opened up. They want $20 for that? I don't think so. Honestly, if there's a dollar price tag on that, I probably would not have bought it. And then around the corner, there's another booth with the initials REG. Those initials just are for when they ring up the cards. People get paid appropriately. But you saw there was like 86 Tony Gwynn there for like a quarter. So I bought a few cards there. And then we'll show you some of the stuff in the showcases. The showcases is where the big money cards are at this place. Again, you're going to have to get some help. Someone will come over, unlock the showcase, and then you grab what you want. They take it up to the front, and then you buy it when you're ready to check out. There's 89 tops. 1989 tops wax packs for $1 a piece. That was tempting. That's the first set that I ever collected as a kid. My very first pack of baseball cards was 89 tops. I was thinking about it, but I didn't buy it. And then we'll show you some of the showcase over here. A lot of Pirates, a lot of Steelers at this particular showcase. I know a lot of you probably don't care too much about that, but they had a lot of Ohtanis here, including a black numbered to 10, which you're going to see, which caught my eye. There it is, the 2026 Shohei Ohtani black to 10. What do they want for that? I can't see the price tag right now as I'm editing, but I think it was like $12.50 or something like that. Over $1,000 for a relic seems a bit crazy. I don't even know if I'd pay $1,200 for, did I say $12,000? $1,200 for a Ohtani auto. I guess I would, but here we have some wax. We've got sealed blasters and hanger boxes here on display. A lot of that stuff you can probably pick up at Walmart for about the same price, but you know, maybe you can't. And you might want to pick it up here. And then there's a lot of vintage here. A lot of nice vintage. I once bought this entire showcase. I don't know if anybody remembers that video. I bought this entire showcase of vintage cards and sold them all on Whatnot. It was a really fun video to do. And I think that was my first Whatnot show like 2 years ago. And speaking of Whatnot, by the way, we're coming back tonight with our 100,000 sales special. We've sold 100,000 items now on Whatnot in the last 2 years. So to celebrate, we're giving away a shopping spree at the National. But you have to pick up a spot tonight. We'll also give away some free break spots. So come on by tonight, check it out. And let's see what we picked up now. Hit that subscribe button, everybody. All right, so back from the flea market and the antique store. What did I pick up? All right, well, let's see. First, we've got this 1983 Flea sticker box. You might be thinking, what did you buy that for? Well, I got it for, I think it was $24. It's about half what they usually go for. I asked how much are these. He didn't know. He's like, well, let me think about it. I just got that. And I was like, well, what about for the whole box since it's already open? He's like, I'd like 30, and I said 20, and he said 24, and I was like, all right, that's fine. I'm not going to haggle too much. Now, the one thing I'm a little concerned about is these are stickers, and it does, I don't know. The box is not in the greatest shape, so I don't know if these took any wear or tear or not. So let's open one up right now before we get into our singles. I figure I can give these away, or maybe even try to complete the whole set with the kiddos. There's 12 stickers per pack, so I guess you would buy a book, and looks like they're in pretty good shape. That's actually pretty cool. So these, what you would do, or I guess I've seen these before. I didn't know they came in a big, long strip like this. I've never opened a pack of these before. But I've seen these before, actually in my childhood collection and stuff like that. What people will do is they perforate them. They go like that, and then you've got a sticker. Baseball sticker, Floyd Bannister. There's Al Oliver and Pete Rose. Lou Whitaker right there. You got the Braves sticker. Ricky Henderson sticker. I don't want to mess that one up. Hall of Famer Phil Niekro. There's Terry Kennedy. We got Keith Moreland right there. Nolan Ryan. So that's pretty cool right there. I gotta find one of these blank booklets and put them together. Tony Pena. So you would get 12 stickers in a pack. I actually thought that these were like the top stickers from like 88, and they came in little cards like this. I didn't know that they came all in a big row like that. Kind of cool. So I'll be able to give some of these away. Not too bad for, basically 20 bucks. $24 on that one. All right, let's go to the next stop, the flea market. Get my receipts out there, put them in the receipt box. The flea market. Let's show you what we picked up. All right. Well, we got a grab bag here from that GKS spot. That was the spot that I wanted to get that Sandberg that I forgot about. So I picked this specific one because there was 4 Hall of Famers on it. There was another one or two that had Nolan Ryan, but I figured I'll just go with the 4 Hall of Fame one. Looks like he took a sandwich bag. These are in there pretty tight, so I don't even know about pulling them out because of the corners. I probably would rather just try to rip the bag around the cards. In there really tight. All right, let's see what we got. I'm assuming all the cards inside are junk. Frank Thomas, Roberto Alomar is a Hall of Famer, Bo Jackson. So off to not a bad start. Like these are, I mean, a couple notable cards. Take that one out. Bo Jackson, a little bit of a soft corner on it. That Gary Ward's in really rough shape. Got creases all over it like someone stepped on it. Doug DeCenzo. Andre Dawson on that one. You got some modern stuff in there. Tim Raines is a Hall of Famer as well. Bobby Valentine on the 87. So nothing too crazy there. Did I get, $3 of value out of this? I doubt it. There's Tom Seaver, Jim Rice, who's a Hall of Famer. Roller Perdomo. There's Acuna. That's not bad. At best, I'd be happy with $3 worth of value. There's Kirby Puckett with an awful corner. That Kirby Puckett's just ruined. Fred McGriff, Hall of Famer. And as I expected, that's a good way to get rid of your junk wax. Put a couple Hall of Famers around them and then toss them out there for $3. I hit up the cork board. Got some nice ones from the cork board. You saw that there. Let's show you those. Ken Griffey Jr. for $2 from Classic. A Michael Jordan card for $2. The Mickey Mantle National. That card was from the National from 2006, I believe. So that's pretty awesome. Derek Jeter, that's I believe that's a silver box or a pack hit. You get one of those per pack with the silver auto on it. Ken Griffey Jr. Post, that's an early one from 1990. Love the 85 Sandberg. Like for $2, that's an awesome card. And then a Mickey Mantle line drive, which I hadn't seen before, so I picked those up. And then we've got some cards from the single section that I picked up as well. We'll show you those here. We've got Ken Griffey Jr. 1993 SP right there. We've got the Michael Jordan rookie card. A great price on these at booth number 2. Wade Boggs rookie. I was seeing this card for like $40 at the last card show I was at. Really great condition. Ryan Sandberg as well. That card was like $50 at the last card show I was at. Really great condition. I feel like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, I see these for like $10 to $15 a piece, and the prices are frozen in time at that booth. So I was like, I'm going to grab them. Great shape. And then I haven't seen this promo before. The front row, it's a promotional card right there to kind of hype the set, I guess. So Ken Griffey Jr. promo card. Had to take that one. All that stuff, I think I spent maybe, I can't remember off the top of my head, maybe like $70 on all that stuff. And I also spent, let me see. I'm trying to remember what I spent. At this seller specifically, I spent $42. No, $40. The grand total was like $42.50, and I made the mistake. Here's my mistake. I handed him the stack. I was like, all right, I'm ready. Worst thing I could have done. Don't do that. What you got to do instead, be like, what can you do for these? That's what you got to start with. Because he came back and said $42.50. I'm looking at him like, and then I said, well, what's the best you can do? And he said 40. I feel like if you go in with what's the best you can do first before he even adds them up, then you're going to get a better deal. That's just what I thought. So I thought I made a mistake there, but I wasn't going to walk away because I thought there was some good stuff in here. So $40 for everything. Let's show you what we got. Willie Stargell, that's the OPG in French, 50 cents. Kirby Puckett, it's the Provisions from 91 Flea for 50 cents. Here's the Nolan Ryan career strikeout leader card from back in the day. I can't remember the year on this one. It may be 73 tops, but 50 cents. We've got the 75 tops, Jim Catfish Hunter. That's a second-year Ricky Henderson for 50 cents. Like, why would I ever pass on that? That's a great deal right there. A Ken Griffey Jr. Classic for 50 cents, Tom Seaver 79, and a Nolan Ryan 93, along with the glossy Nolan Ryan. And we've got a 1983 Nolan Ryan as well. So all that, 50 cents a pop. Now, I was picking all these out thinking, I don't know what's with these weird films on these top loaders, by the way. They're on every single one. It was driving me crazy. Like, what's up with that? You'll see, like, they're on everything. See this? Like, what kind of off-brand top loaders are these? But anyway, Griffey, $2 on the 1991 Stadium Club. We got an old Nolan Ryan from 81 for $2. There's a Ricky Henderson 1985 Donruss for $1. Bo Jackson for $2.50. Now, as I'm picking these out, I'm thinking I'm probably going to be paying maybe like, 2/3 of the price. I'm thinking I'm getting this one for like $1.50 or whatever. This is a 1993 Finest Jeff Bagwell. Finest cards from back then are really tough to come by. Ken Griffey Jr. Topps Gold. Nolan Ryan 85 Topps. Hank Aaron and Willie McCovey on this card. It's an original 1970 Topps with a pretty nice clean back for $5. The Vida Blue and Gene Tennis. Both of these guys had very good careers. 1970 Topps Rookie Stars for $5. Everybody used to want this card from Triple Play back in the day. Man, this was a cool set. The Ken Griffey Jr. I can't remember what this was even called. It wasn't the Bomb Squad, I don't think, but I think it was like the nickname set. And $2 on that was a no-brainer. We got the Burger King card. Hall of Famer Steve Carlton. Reggie Jackson. This one here, let me get this annoying film off of this. Reggie Jackson. This one here, I don't know why he didn't write the 8 on the freaking film. So would have saved the top loader. But anyway, this Reggie Jackson is a second-year card, 1970 Topps, and I thought the condition was amazing on it. So, stupid film. I was like, yeah, $8. I didn't even bother to comp it out. I saw some other stuff there. There's another Bo Jackson. There was like a 1973 Topps PSA 3, 1973 Topps Carlton Fisk. I asked, how much is this? And the guy said, well, that's his rookie card. So $30. And I was like, that's not his rookie card. His rookie card is the year before when he's on there with other guys. And he's like, no, it's not. There's a rookie right there. I was like, that's a rookie cup. Means he was the best rookie at his position the year before. So it was the whole thing. I actually pulled out Card Ladder for that one, looked it up, and PSA 3 I could get for less than $20. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to look around a little more. Maybe I'll be back. That's how I usually get away. I say, maybe I'll be back. There's another lady pushing binders on me real hard for like $20 a binder with all junk in it, like commons from 1991. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me look around a little more. I'll be back. But I didn't go back. But anyway, that's what I picked up at the flea market. So nice budget buys, nothing really big. The Nationals coming up this coming week, so I had to save my budget for that. So we'll be picking up a bunch of great cards at the National for my PC. And by the way, I mentioned this in the voiceover there. We're going live tonight. Come on by and check it out. We'll be live the next 3 days before the National. Tonight with breaks, it's our 100,000 items sold special, giving away a shopping spree at the National. So $500 shopping spree. All you have to do is buy some spots. Every spot you buy is an entry. You don't have to wait around. I'll randomize it at the end, and maybe you'll win. And if you can't go to the National, I can just send you the $500, or I can buy something that you want that's in that price range. Say you want a Ricky Henderson rookie card or a Nolan Ryan rookie card or whatever. I'll get it for you and ship it to you. We also have free break spots as well. So if you cannot buy a spot in the break, maybe you're 12-year-old kid and don't have the money for a spot in the break, well, we'll be giving away some break spots as well. And if you win a free spot, you'll also be entered in for that $500 spree. All I ask is that you just bookmark all of our upcoming streams on Whatnot. Get signed up for Whatnot here first. Use that URL. QR code takes you to the same spot. Make an account. Get signed up. We're going live tonight. This is our upcoming show schedule. We've already knocked off a few of these. So we're down to Sunday night. We'll probably start a little before 6 p.m., probably closer to 5:30 p.m. And then we got a show tomorrow, and then we got a Tuesday show. I might actually do singles tomorrow and then breaks on Tuesday. I think so. And then the National. And then we'll be off to the National. Hope to see some of you there. We'll be bringing you some videos from the National, heading out there with my brother. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hope to see you in our live stream in a little bit. Good night, everybody.